name is Teresita Blanco, the Artsy sister, and today we're reading Saturnastra, Chicot. This is Chapter 9, Part 1, The Prisoner's Dilemma. At the end of the fight, Chicot's troop returned with 5 prisoners. They had been spared because they were women. When Chicot saw them, he said to his men, "What part of take no prisoners did you not understand?" "But these are women," said Sir Richard. "They stopped being women the moment they took on arms to fight," said Chicot. Sneering, he added, "If you have reservations about killing the girls, I can always have Gytha do your job for you." Sobbing, one of the maidens, said, "Please have mercy, we were just following orders. Please forgive us, we had children. We are just trying to provide for them." Gytha spat on the maiden who spoke as thus, and then she said, "All the girls too did beg for their lives, but you killed them anyway. Take them away until I decide their fate." The guards looked at Chicot to see if they should obey. Chicot nodded in approval. Later in the day, I went to speak with Chicot alone. I asked him, "What are you going to do with the prisoner?" "It is not for me to decide," said Chicot. "I ordered them not to take any prisoners to avoid complications. Since they disobeyed, the girls are now their problems." "But what if they decide to have fun with them?" I insisted. "If my men were capable of such savagery, I would not have bothered to hire them," responded Chicot. "Do you think they have any useful information?" I inquired. "No," said Chicot flatly. When night fell, I was awoken to the sound of a high-pitched screaming and shouting. Getting dressed in a hurry, I went to the window, following the direction of the noise. I saw Gytha arguing with Chicot. Her face was red with fury. Chicot took her outburst with calm amusement. As I made my way outside, I noticed Artsy sitting by the fountain. He was close enough to listen to the commotion, but remained unseen. Sitting beside him, I asked, "What's going on?" "Nothing," said Artsy, chuckling. His face was red, and from time to time he took sips from his flask. Seeing as though Artsy was not going to explain, I sat down to eavesdrop on the conversation. "I am your wife. You had no right to control me," said Gytha angrily. "I wouldn't dream of it," said Chicot sternly. "But there are some injustices that I will not tolerate." "Why are you defending them? They came here to kill you, and you are standing in my way," said Gytha, pointing towards the barracks. "The battle is over. The time to kill them already passed. If you wish to make amends, then it can be arranged. I will not allow you to torture them. I will sooner kill them with my own hands," said Chicot. "We must make an example of them to make the enemy fear us. Only then can we know peace," insisted Gytha. "Ah, peace. You have a lot to learn, Gytha. I will stand down just this once. However, it will be you and only you who could perform the corporal punishment," said Chicot, departing. Gytha went into the direction of the barracks. I ran after her to try to dissuade her from her resolution. Before she reached it, I grabbed her hand to force her to turn around. It was the first time I had ever dared to touch her. She turned around and she looked at me with the eyes of a madman. She said, "Oh, it's just you." "Gytha, what's wrong with you? Why do you want to hurt the prisoners? You know there is nothing to gain from their suffering," I said. "Mind your own business, Joseph," said Gytha, slapping me. "What happened to you? Was your time in prison really so horrible?" I inquired. Gytha bit her lip, but said nothing. Guiding her towards a bench, Gytha had finally confided into me her secret. She said, This has nothing to do with the dungeon or the torture. I had this deep desire to make them suffer. Though I never met them, it feels like to me that they killed my entire family. It is silly, I know, but lately I have been having vivid nightmares about it, and I recognize their faces from my dreams. Maybe you're just having a vision of the future. I suggested, trying to show my support. If that's the case, then we should just execute them to be safe. Time, bro?
11 minutes.
I told Chicot about my nightmares. He simply laughed at me, and he said he had nightmares too, but he rarely acted upon it, explained Gytha. "Maybe you just stressed out as a result of the battle. I too almost went half mad the first time I touched a dead body. You must try to keep your wits about you, Gytha," I said. "You're right, Joseph. Thank you for your insight. I can never have any serious conversations with my dear Chicot," she said, getting up. "I don't see see why not. Even when he's joking, Chicot is very serious about everything he says, I answered. I fear you may be right, said Gytha, departing. The way she said this left a sour taste in the pit of my stomach. The following day, Chicot had arranged a punishment for the warrior maidens. They were to help rebuild the town, followed by a few months of working in the fields. To keep them from running away, the prisoners were escorted by 2 guards. For added measure, Chicot placed a special golden cuff around their wrists. He claimed that they would be struck by lightning if they tried to run away. Not one of the girls ever bothered to see if Chicot was telling the truth or not. Unlike regular forced labor, the girls only had to work for 8 hours a day. The rest of the time they spent it in house arrest. They had freedom of mobility, but only within the confines of Chicot's manor. Wherever they went, Chicot's workforce stopped what they were doing to stare blankly at them. It was truly an uncomfortable situation, but it was preferable to the dungeon. Chicot's dungeon differed greatly from normal dungeons. For starters, it had a nice view of the garden, and it was well ventilated. The beds were comfortable, and the floor was spotless. There was also a toilet and access to clean water. They were gilded cages in every sense of the word. Time, bro?
8 minutes.
While walking towards my study, one of the princes bumped into me, and due to my mom's stature, she tripped and fell. Angrily, she said, "Watch where you're going." "I could ask you to do the very same thing, madam," I retorted. "That's impossible, seeing as though you're too short," she said, getting up. "How human of you, to always be stepping on the little people, literally and figuratively," I said, chuckling. "Who are you to judge me so? If you were in my same situation, you would have acted the same way," she said, walking away. I was inclined to say something, but recognizing the bracelet, I chose to remain silent. There was no point in arguing with prisoners. While walking back, I saw Chicot sitting by the window. He gave me a look of utter disgust, and I felt ashamed of myself for my poor manners. I had forgotten what it was like to be a prisoner. I did not have the right to judge my enemy. The winter months came, and the courtyard and landscape was slightly covered in snow. During break time, I would amuse myself by participating in Chicot's snow fight. After living with the prisoners for almost 2 months, we all became more or less at ease with them. Everyone except Gytha. She still viewed them with suspicion. While drafting a letter for Chicot one late afternoon, he asked me, "What do you think would happen if we let the girls stay permanently? They are clearly talented, and with proper training, they could be made useful." "I think Gytha would hate it if they stayed," I responded. "Gytha has gotten over it already. She is making a big deal over something that never happened," said Chicot, frowning. "Oh, you mean her dreams," I commented. "Ah, so she has spoken to you about them," said Chicot, looking alarmed. "Yes, she said that the girls had killed her family in a dream," I explained. "Is that all she said?" asked Chicot. "Yes," I said. "Good," said Chicot, relaxing. Our conversation then drifted to more mundane affairs. However, in the back of my mind, I kept thinking that there was more to Gytha's nightmares. When I came to bed that night, my mother was waiting inside my bedroom. She said, consternated, "I am worried about you." "I'm fine, Mother," I said, reassuring her. "I am your mother, and I know you, Joseph dear. Ever since you came, all your life has revolved around Chicot and Gytha. Your affection for her is not healthy and not honorable. She's a married woman," insisted my mother. "I know that, Mother, but she's only married to Chicot in name, so," I said before I could stop myself. "So you hope to be her lover, my son. Such thoughts bring me great shame. And you would dare betray our Lord Jean Antoine. He put a roof over your head, and he helped us out when no one else would, even after what happened," said Chicot, making reference to Chicot's incarceration as a result of my testimony. "You're right, Mother," I said, distraught. "Go to town. Try to find someone new." Coming closer, she whispered, "You have my permission to go sow your wild oats." "Mom," I said, shocked, "you are not a little boy anymore." I had come to terms with that fact. If your father was alive, he would have said the same thing. "Go out, live a little," she said, leaving my room. When she left, I tried to go to sleep. I was awakened by a hand covering my mouth and the feel of metal against my neck. Opening my eyes, I saw that one of the human prisoners lording over me. She said, "Do you know where Chicot keeps the keys to this bracelet? I tried removing them, but they just won't come off." I incorporated myself as best I could. She held me by the collar and with a knife still to my neck. She then removed her hand from my mouth to allow me to speak. I said, Johnny, if your prison's so harsh that you seek to escape it, I got a family to take care of. I can't be wasting my time working for free, she whispered. You could go ask Chicot for an advance. He's a reasonable man, I insisted. To you, maybe, but you do not know of how he deals with his enemy. The unhigh clan is being audited by the lords due to his influences, and Sussex is ravaged by hunger and disease, and my lord's caravans get ready day and night, and besides, his wife hates me. She will never allow him to show leniency, she said, looking away. Johnny again, I said, it is late. I don't know where Chicot keeps any of his keys. For all you know, those shackles can only remove with magic. After all, I do not see any keyholes. The girl released me, and based on the strange glow of her eyes, I started to fear that she might try to do something stupid. I had already reached for my cold dagger that I always hid under my pillow. I wondered if I should stab her just to be safe. In the end, the girl left my room. And from that night on, I resolved to always lock the door to my room, as others always did. The following day, I mentioned the incident to Chicot. He simply laughed and said, I am truly disappointed in you, Joseph. How come? I said, shocked. Time, bro?
Okay, 3 minutes.
A lady comes to your room asking for your help, and instead of making yourself useful, you wash your hands clean, retorted Chicot. But she's the enemy. You have been treason to help her, I said. What I said made Chicot laugh again. When he was done laughing, he said, you should get to know your enemy better. I, for example, know the names of the 5 girls staying with us. They are Cleo, Lindy, Agatha, Allison, and the girl you spoke to was called Paul or Paola. Paola does not have any family. She is a warrior slave. She simply wants to head out and return to her master, and before letting her reclaim her pathetic excuse of a life, she must repay the debt she owes me. Oh, I said, taken aback. And then I just, how do you know so much about these people? It is called listening. You should try it sometime, said Chicot, laughing. During the middle of the winter, some slave hunters came looking for Paola. Chicot explained her situation to the slave hunters, who did not understand Chicot's reasoning. They simply insisted that he should just whip her and then release her into their custody. Like before, Chicot said, there's nothing to be gained from chastising her body. My people, however, benefit from her hand in labor. Until she has repaid the debt to my society, she will remain in my custody. We understand your position, Lord Gytha, but it is up to her master to decide on the appropriate punishment, explained one of the hunters. That is quite a convenient arrangement. Her master sends her to raid my town, and it will be he who punishes her. I am sorry, my good man, but she will not be delivered unto you so easily. She must repay the harm she has done to my kind, and I will not gain anything from harming the slave, insisted Chicot. You are firm in your resolution, said the hunter. Yes, now go in peace, said Chicot, pointing towards the door. When the door closed behind it, Chicot said to Gytha, kill them. They had not gone far out of the manor when Gytha shot the 5 men with arrows. They died instantly, their heads impaled by Gytha's arrow. As I watched the bodies being taken away, I asked, was that truly necessary? Time will tell, said Chicot ominously. Time?
1 minute, 20 seconds.
Frankly, I never, let me see how much. Oh yeah. Frankly, I never saw the purpose of killing the slave hunters. This was one of the many instances that I saw Chicot killing people on a whim. The New Year came and there was a big celebration, and by then the captain had completed their labor and they had been released. Only Paola had chosen to stay permanently with Chicot. Since she was technically a runaway slave, her luck was better placed with Chicot. Watching her, I realized she lacked the will to be a master of her own. She had simply replaced Chicot as her new master. She was always near him, ready to obey anything he asked. The New Year was not considered a holiday. It was, in fact, much dreaded since it meant tax collectors. Regardless, Chicot spared no expenses for the New Year celebration. The tax collectors had decided to come early to little Sophia, and instead of collecting the dues, they ended up staying over for the celebration. And when they left, I was pleased to notice that most of our storage closet had remained intact. Messing with the ledgers, we had only ended up paying only 1% of the tax of our profit. Alright, that's the end of the chapter. Bye bye, God bless.